Well, good morning ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of A Dairyman's Diary. My name is Frank, as always your humble host, and today we're starting very early in the morning. We are expecting the contractors to arrive, and we're going to start some maize, and we're hoping to get into that a little bit earlier than perhaps usual, because, well, the rain's supposed to come this afternoon, and we want to get this done before the weather gets too bad. So what I'm going to do now is just head on down to the field in question, open up the gates, just have a quick look at it as well. I believe the contractors are on their way, so it shouldn't be too long at all. But I haven't really had a look at this yet. So we'll just probably pull into the roadside here. That's lovely. So yeah, they'll be on their way from somewhere. I'm not quite sure which direction they'll come from. But as we have a look into here, first thing that will strike you is that this year we've got a phenomenally tall crop. I can barely see the top of that. And as I have a look through, it's actually really tall from the outside headland really as well, which can quite often be a little bit weaker than the middle of the crop. But yeah, as we venture into the middle of it here, I mean, I'm 6 foot plus. This is easy 12 foot tall, I would say. So that's looking good there. You can see we've got multiple cobs of corn on each stem here, on each plant, which is fantastic. You've got one kind of down the bottom here somewhere, like kind of halfway up the plant. And in some cases I think we can even see 3, which is fantastic news. Really, really good. So that should continue. And what that effectively gives us as well is just a nice amount of grain in the chopped maize once it's in the clamp there. The grain is where the cattle get a lot of their nutrients from, a lot of their protein, so that's always good news. It's not too wet at the moment down here either. It could be a lot worse, and I have seen it being a lot worse before, but that's why ideally we'd like to come in and get this all mowed out today, or all chopped today, because otherwise it's just going to get brutally messy in here. I do think. So we'll look into see what we can do. Like I said, contractor's on its way. It is not a big field at all. I'm not expecting a lot out of here, but it'll be enough to help us on. And we'll see where it stands from there. But for now, we'll keep that gate open. We're going to go back up to the yard. I'm not sure if I'm going to be needed for any of this, to be honest. I know the contractor spoke to him yesterday, and he's bringing his own loader as well to work the pit. So that's all well and good. So I might just kind of stick out the way and see what we can see from afar. But we'll just get ourselves set up. I just need to make sure that everything's cleared out the yard as well. So they get like the tractor's got a good, free, clean, and easy turn and circle in here. So we'll park the Land Rover back around this corner. Let's switch that off. All the tractors are out the way. Those forks should be okay there. If not, I'll get their telehandlers and kick those back again, and then that's what we're filling up. So they've got plenty of room to come in here and reverse round and into the pit. So we will see how they get on there, and yeah, all we can do now is wait for their arrival. Okie dokie folks, they have arrived, and heavens, I hope there's no one looking to get past this at the moment. We have got a monstrously big John Deere forager there. I think, oh, it's about to move now. He's just going to go down to the field, I believe, and wait there, and then we'll let's see what the lads are doing here. We've got 2 trailers today, and then there's a loader on the back of there. So what we'll probably have to do is get these trailers to move a little bit, so we can take the rear trailer off, maybe stick it there, and then we can unload the loader. I think that'll be the plan. So we're going to get this sorted out and get these guys up and working, and then yeah, we should be able to get cracking with this somehow. So I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to be able to record. We'll see if we can get flashing bits of it, but it's for the most part it's going to be a little bit chaotic around here. But ultimately a really nice setup actually. Very nice fast tracks there, great trailers. So we'll have to see how this goes. Well, just like that, everybody, we are done. That was a very small field. I think it took them about 40 minutes to wipe out that field of maize. Not long at all. Ideally, we would have loved to have a lot more maize in the clamp than this. I think we're going to have to try and plant another couple of fields. This is not a lot, but it's going to help us through. As you can see, we're just rolling down the pit now. All the other machines are back in the yard here. So the fast tracks, they pair up the trailers onto the back of one of the fast tracks here, which works quite well, which means that the other one can pull the wheel loader. And then look at this for a machine. This forager is absolutely huge. 8,300 there. It's monstrously big. But we are done. What we're going to be looking at for the rest of today, we'll get this pit sealed up once I've just finished rolling it down there and making it look all nice and tidy. We might actually try and see if we can get a little bit of slurry put out onto the maize stubble there. And then that'll get ploughed over and likely put back into more maize, I think. Like I say, we do need to get quite a few more fields of maize this year. So when we have a look, we've got a couple we can drill, but we won't be drilling that until probably the spring, I should think. But yeah, so that's going to be one of our next tasks that we need to get done. But yeah, it's nice to have that, what little maize there is, into the pit and all out the way. That's very handy. As you can see though, we have got quite a fair whack of slurry left here, so I think it's only right that we try and get some out into the field while it's still dry today. So with that in mind there, we'll just jump into a tractor and we'll get this all hooked up. I think the Ford's tucked in the shed here. Yeah, the Ford's still on the feeder wagon here, so that's not going to go anywhere, so we'll stick it onto the John Deere, I guess. But all being well, that'll be done, so we need to clean this yard up still. There's muck on the floor from earlier. But yeah, they're just rolling over that pit very nicely, so we'll let them continue. Keep out of the way. Yeah, it's got to climb on the wheel, park that a bit close. It's amazing to see how quickly those large machines can cover everything. It really is. It's great to see, and that's why you bring in the contractors, because they do it so much faster than I could do it on my own. That whole field would probably take me best part of a day to do, I would imagine. So yeah, it's great to see that it's all in the pit now. There is some light showers expected later on in the day, so we'll have to wait and see just how bad that is. As to whether or not we actually get a lot of slurry down, but yeah, we'll fill up the Bowser anyway. We really, over the next few days, we're gonna have to think about how we can handle our slurry storage, because at the moment there we have our lagoon is very full, and it's with the number of cattle we have, it's always filling up as well. So we do need to think about just how we can do that. But that is another thought for another day, really. I'm thinking about looking into the possibility of buying like a field storage solution, maybe. That might be a good way to go. But we'll fill this up. We'll leave this to fill up for a little while here, and then we'll come back and get ourselves spread out. Get into the field and get this all spread out. But now though, whilst we wait, I think I'm just going to go in and tidy up this trough here with the bobcat. Jump into the lovely old machine. So after this now, we've got all of our harvest done. It's all in the shed or in the pit. All our bales are in, and a lot of our winter crops are done as well, which is frankly fantastic news. I can rest easy at night now with this, that's for sure. We've got a winter to come through. It's no doubt going to get a little bit worse weather-wise. We'll probably do a lot of work around the yard again, as we always do most winters. Keep on top of the cattle work. Try and get our house finished off as well, so we can get moved into there properly. That'd be fantastic. Forward a little bit more. There we go. And that's just about it done. Nice and easy to keep that tidy. Excellent. So we will go and jump down into the John Deere here. Just go and see the contractors, see how much longer they've got to go, and then when we have an idea, we'll get ourselves away into the field. Okay then. Around we go there. Stop, he's pulling me down the hill there. That slurry tank has got a fair bit of weight to it when it's full. So we're going to roll on down. We'll get this load spread. I think we might just put quite a light dressing onto the field here. I may well, if the weather stays good for the next few days, may well look at getting this ploughed over actually. I don't think that would be a bad move. But yeah, certainly won't hurt just to get it all ploughed in, get this slurry buried a little bit, and then we can really crack on from there. But for now, we'll just take our time, we'll get this spread. We're doing excellent stuff. And we're cracking along. So I hope you're all very well today. We have been away for a little while. My videos have taken a little bit longer to get the simulation for the nation, who very kindly host everything. So that's why you haven't heard from me for a while, but we're back. We're working hard. Everything is still continuing here at a rapid pace, as I'm sure you're all aware. Do let me know down below in the comments. I always do like to keep in touch with those and see what's going on. So let me know down below what you'll get up to. If you're a neighbour of mine here in the region, do let us know how that's all going, what you're getting up to this time of year, and how your harvest has gone so far. If you've all got them in the books, if you're lucky enough to have everything finished, I'd love to know how that's going. This field is actually quite dry underneath at the moment, which is great. Usually when you come into a maize field, it's a right mess to get cracking into, but today it seems to be going really well, which is great news. It would be nice to get this ploughed over. Oh, there goes the forage harvester. That's away. See, that's a brute of a machine. He's clearly going on to his next job, wherever that is. Absolute monster of a forager. I think it's a little bit slower, obviously, than the fast track, so hence the reason why it's away now. But he must have some quantity of maize jobs if he's got a forager of that size. It's just incredible. It really, really is. The scale and the size of modern agricultural contractors never ceases to amaze me. This tractor I'm in used to be quite a big tractor, but it's dwarfed by everything these days. Still, it's big enough for what I need. Excellent. So we're going to just keep plugging away here. We'll get this all worked over nicely, and then we'll try and get ourselves get the pit sheeted up once the guys are finished over there, and I think that'll be class that as a very successful day, I should imagine. Elsewhere, like I say, we're going to be looking into the slurry work. It is getting to winter now though, so there's not going to be a lot else to do on the farm, just other than keep things ticking over really. Take it nice and easy. We're going to hopefully, we should like to see that our cattle numbers increase. We're at around 140 head of cattle at the moment there. If by the beginning of next year, if we can get ourselves up to about 160, that would be perfect. I think 160 would be a good number for us to work with. But again, there's a lot that needs to happen for that to actually materialise, so I'll have to wait and see on that front. But other than that, I think everything will be just about perfect. But we will continue into here, and then we'll head back up to the yard, fill this up, and see off the rest of the contractors. And there go the trailers, everybody. They are away to go and catch up with the forage harvester somewhere. And the pit has been sheeted. It's not quite as even as I would have thought it would be, but it's sheeted over anyway. And the loader driver is just loading everything up onto the low loader, getting everything chained down, and that'll be away too. So with that, that is the end of the maize harvest, as small as it was, and I think we'll call it there for a video as well, as the John Deere is currently just filling up with another load of slurry from the lagoon, and we'll get back out and we'll continue to cover that field. So for now though, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you are new to Simulation for the Nation, don't forget to subscribe to him as well, as he very kindly hosts all my videos. I have been Frank though, your humble host. I hope you have enjoyed. I've had a great time filming this. It's been a very exciting day, and I hope you've enjoyed it as well. So until next time though, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.